Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Returns Outlet Simulator. I did some offline play, like I believe I said I was going to do at the end of the last episode, and I'm not going to lie, a lot of money started rolling in pretty quick, so I kind of stopped. But we did make some expansions to the shop. I got employees, and I remember one of the goals of like doing the offline play was to actually get the storage console set up, but I realized that you actually don't need the console to use the storage shelves. And so I got one of these, and I'm just going to tell you right now, this thing absolutely smokes, absolutely blows the regular shelves out of the water. There's absolutely almost no reason to get these compared to one of these for storing things in the back room. I have a feeling you can't use them to sell from the store. That would be a little bit too broken. But the amount of things that this can hold, like just this box, this thing holds, what, 9 laptops and 2 keyboards, and it's not even, it's maybe a quarter full, okay? That's crazy. Like, that laptop, those laptops, I'd maybe get like 4 on one of these shelves. Yeah, I have 4 on this shelf. So that alone, just that little space, I have 9 plus keyboards, not to mention some keyboards in there. And to be honest, a lot of these things, like you set it to any, I mean, it depends on how organized you really want to be. Like if you want to be able to like be like, I want 10 computers in reserve at all times, then I guess you could assign these to individual items. But having it set to any item, perfectly fine. As for what we did at the shop, we're working on... Actually, I'm just going to clarify that the goal for today is that we're going to be expanding, and we're going to really be sure to find homes for just about every item that we have. Like, I'm okay with doing, like, okay, headphones, get a shelf, speakers, and microphones. I think that's fine. Same with, like, cameras, photo accessories, and whatnot. Sure. And also smartphone and accessories. But for all these video games here, setting these things to be their like base asset class, if you will, makes them combine with things like the Game Station 6 controller, or I'll have like the Game Station 6 console mixing with these like Blue Kid portable consoles. And so that's kind of messy for me. So I think a lot of these items, like this one's a little bit scrambled, I should probably fix that, but I think getting some of these smaller shelves for things is going to be more of the play. Because, like, even this area, even though I usually would say I'd scrap these things, you know, if they're new, I'll let my employee take it to the front and stock it. But if it's damaged, I'm going to grind that into parts. I guess I'm not going to throw away a $16 keyboard just out of pride of wanting a piece of wire out of it. I can get that elsewhere. Same thing with like sporting accessories. These things just get tossed in here as a group. I don't really care. Same with small electronics. It's fine. And I'll have like an any shelf or a few any shelves maybe, where I'll just put things that I grab. I'm like, I don't really know what this is, but I think we're good to toss it. But as we expand, I think we'll try to find specific homes for things, so we can make sure we have what we need available for people to buy. So we did process a pallet offline. We were in the midst of processing this one. I don't think oh, these things are new. Okay, I'm just gonna put these. Do these actually have a home? Let me see. What is this? Is this Game Tech mouse? Okay. Yep. Right, so we have a home for those. And then we have a bunch of game... I'm going to let my employees handle that. And we're going to call it a day here, so I can get them in here. Oh, wait. It's it's the morning. I haven't opened it up yet. Alright, well, we'll get them in. We'll open up, let them come and work. I also have a self-checkout. I don't recall if I got that in the last episode. It's been really useful for freeing me up to do other things. And one of those other things we're going to do is we are going to get another pallet, because that's, once again, not to repeat myself like a broken record, the fun part of this game to me. And I'm thinking, looking at my options, I could do a mystery pallet, but they're not super pricey. Maybe home electronics, it's an A tier, so it's not going to be the most profitable, but home electronics, you know, we're gonna get that. So those are an item that... Did I not buy that? Add to cart. Buy. That really need their own areas. So if there's a spot, I guess my employees will take it. If not, it's going to go into the storage and we'll be able to find it afterwards. So we're going to break this down and then we'll hop into it. All right, so just looking at this thing, I'm already seeing a couple things that I don't think we've had before, like one of these electric kettles. This thing's going to need its own shelf. I already know that, so I'm just going to go grab this boy, and we're going to throw it out there. I don't remember. I feel like I've seen, but I don't remember there being some sort of, dare I say, marking system. Like put like a above board like advertisement saying this section is electronics. That would be really cool. I wish that was here. I feel like I've seen it. I just don't know where it's at. I tried looking. So if you recall and you know, please let me know so I can add that for everyone's sake, really. Okay, so we're going to take this Miku electric kettle and we're just going to plop them up on that shelf. That's going to be its home. And then I'm seeing a kitchen scale. You know what? We can sell that for $6. Not the most profitable thing, but we're going to grab this and throw it up on the shelf below down here. If they're new, right, we'll sell it. If it's not new, then we'll scrap it. The hairdryer, this has a price. It has a home somewhere. So we're going to set this underneath here. We'll probably end up moving them at some point once we get more of these home good items figured out. But, ooh, power strip. Okay, so this is one of those things where it's like, okay, hold on. A wireless router. What the heck? Let's set that to 54. And, you know, I might just place that in the any category until we get more of them. What's this? Microwave. Ooh. 140. I wish. 104. Let's make it 106. There we go. I think that's a good deal. $106 for a microwave? Are you kidding me? Brand new, out the box? It'd be crazy not to take that. I think we'll take another shelf and plop it in there, and then we'll have to probably buy another store expansion if we can, just to be able to open things up. So I might actually do that now. So let's see. Oh my god, that is a tradition at this point of me cocking that up. But I don't think that's going to change. That's baked into the cake now. All right, so we got another shop expansion, which is nice. It's useful. We're going to accept, pick up, and place that there. And then we'll have to set this to only new in quality, only new in quality, and new in quality. I want to make sure my employees didn't run off with anything. We should be good here. What's this? Phones? That's easy. Easy money. Okay, pen drives. Okay, there is value in this. I don't know if it's $15,000 in value so far, but we're definitely getting things we want on the shelf, which is a-okay with me. More electric kettles. Okay, so we lied about this hairdryer. We're gonna have this be electric kettle central. That's gonna stack. Once again, this is what I'm talking about. Things we're gonna have to be moved. We can only have 2 at a time. You know, that's fine. I'd hope they're not that popular. You can cry all you want about it. These power strips, though, this is going to be a problem for me. So, because I don't really want to dedicate a shelving unit to power strips. Because if I apply it, it's like small electronics. Maybe that's fine. Yeah, these can go in the small electronics pile. That's fine. That's acceptable. Ooh, what's this? Now, I know some people will actually hold on to these things. These shiny, sparkly ones. I'm going to be real with you. I do not care. If someone wants to buy this thing from me, I'll let them. I will sell it. I don't care too much about like collecting rare items in this game, because it doesn't really serve a purpose. I don't think there's like a display shelf you can have. There's no sense of pride or accomplishment that I get for hoarding it. So I'm not going to do that. But if you do it, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, for me, it's not something that's like, damn, I really gotta like hold on to this, you know? Hopefully that makes sense and doesn't seem too jaded on my end. But yeah, that's just the nature of that beast. We do now have 2 open pallet spots. So I'm gonna buy, I think one thing we are lacking in is tools. So I'm gonna buy this, or add this AB class. And then I'm gonna buy a $2,700 mystery pallet. I think that's appropriate. So let's get that going. The store is almost closed, so I don't think our employees are going to be too long here for too much long. Oh my gosh. Aren't going to be here for too much longer. But, you know, that's fine. Because worst case scenario, I just process this, fix a couple things, and then we call it a day. Man, those are a little bit trash, but you know what? It's all good. It's all good. Things are fine. We're sitting pretty. Things that are A class are fine. I think they're getting stored, which is good. Our employees are taken off, which is fine. Mystery pallet is definitely a mixed box of goods, which is A-okay. Dump this. And then got a hatchet, which is fine. We'll throw that in this toolbox. And I think we're looking good. I think the next step is going to be processing these boxes. So what I am seeing here is I see some nice photo camera lenses. They're not the priciest thing. We also got some components, which is good. But let's see what this repairs to. Using that and that. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby, that's money. Oh, okay. And I think this is just a photo accessory, which is fine. Not sure why this is on the shelf. We're just going to scrap that. I don't know if these are actually worth fixing. $19. How many batteries? Yeah, I don't have enough batteries. So we're going to scrap these. Oops. Get something out of them. That might not be much. We might get one battery, but you know what? It's better than nothing. I think these guys had a place, right? Nope, tennis ball. Is it just sporting goods? Yeah, that's fine. We have a game station controller. It's brand new. That's good. Go up with the rest of them. And a couple things that could be fixed. We're going to fix that. I think what I'm going to be is I'm going to be a cheap, lazy bastard and throw everything on the floor for my employees because I do feel like I pay them not well enough. But that's their problem. Well, maybe they'll unionize, and then I'll talk to them. But until then, their working conditions will suffer. I should say, I'm not that kind of person IRL. I'm actually, not to dox myself or anything of that matter, but I'm actually the head of my union. And so the idea of me being kind of like anti-employee, kind of being a shitbag to my people is funny to me. Because that's not me art in real life. I would actually be losing my shit if I heard my employer talking that way to me or anyone else. So hopefully none of you ever have to deal with someone like me in this game. But if you do, tell me about your experience, because I do think in today's world, not to get too deep or even political, but you know, something like this is becoming more and more real, or someone's just like, yeah, I'm gonna be selling broken stuff and pawning it off as good. Like the amount of like deception and fraud out there, I feel has gotten better in a lot of ways, but worse in others. And so, yeah, let me know what your experience has been in life and in other things when it comes to either dealing with bad employers or hell, getting scammed by some business. I'd be interested to hear your story. But while we're waiting for that to happen, whether that be a story or me being a chance to scam people, I'm just kind of picking out things that need to be fixed. I don't know why I was moving those and tossing them down there. I have people for that. So I'm just looking for the things that I can fix, or if I can't fix, going to put them on this shelf. So we're looking good. Things that can be fixed are getting grabbed. I think we're going to process this, and then I'll check back in with you unless I see something really good. Okay, so we got that pallet processed, and now we're off to, what was this again? This was tools. Okay, perfect. Exactly what I needed. It's a mixture of new and used. Okay, we got new. I don't know if these are worth fixing. I mean, yes, it's an extra like $30 for a battery, which is good, but we don't have enough batteries. So I'm gonna do something probably insane and just grind those up as one should for things of value. But these I can fix, and I don't know if I actually have a tool section yet, or a good tool section yet. I have an angle grinder box set. Cool. We're going to set this to last item, and we're going to make that the wood saw. And honestly, this is just angle grinders. And I think we're going to set a battery. I think the only tool accessory really is the battery pack, but that doesn't matter. We're gonna set this to last item again and make that the battery pack. Perfect. And then I'm gonna get these fixed up and we're gonna get them to go. This guy can't be used. So wanted to grind it, but we're better than that. Drill. I don't think the drill's worth fixing, but we'll leave you up there. You're not hurting anybody yet. But yeah, we're gonna get these processed and we'll get them out on the shelves. Alright, cool. So we got all of the items fixed that we could. The ones that I fixed I've thrown on the ground. I also stored some over here in the shelf, rather than running them out to the storefront, because, you know, like I said, I have people for that. The ones that I can't fix have been tucked away back here, and I'm just gonna do a quick glance before we end the day to see if there's anything to fix these. Should be fine. Even though we don't have too many wires or electric motors, we can get away with fixing some razors. That's not a big deal. This phone can be fixed. All right. See, we're making money off of old items. That's good. Love to see it. Love to see it. But I don't know why. Who put these up here? Is that an employee? I'm gonna have to beat someone for that. It's crazy. Okay. So we're gonna grind those up. I don't think any of these phones can be fixed. A lot of them need antennas, which is unfortunate. Let's go need a battery. That's easy. Okay. So like that, see, like I could have fixed those tool batteries, but instead of making $50 off of that one repair, I made like 300. So that's the power of, you know, making the fix that you need to make. I don't necessarily want to grind that up, so we'll hold on to it, even though those all need, you know what, actually, guys, I'm sorry, grinding that. I don't know why I did that one. I think I'm becoming what I said I wouldn't be, which is someone who destroys things that are expensive just to be able to fix something else that's expensive. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what I've become. But it's, you know, I just kind of think, am I really going to put in the effort to fix some of these things? Probably not. I'm just going to sell this. I don't care. I know someone's going to be upset. It is what it is. Once we get more things going, we'll be more apt to things that are that cheap. So we're going to end the day. We did lose money, but it's okay. Everything's going to be fine. Let's go ahead and open up the store. Get our people in here to start cleaning up my mess. And then I'm going to get some more pallets going for us. So let me start with this first one. I'll just tear this up and maybe toss things out of the way, because these people don't work as fast as I would like. But once again, it is what it is. They work as best as they can. I know I didn't want to do this for them, but I'm doing it now. Get that stuff on the shelf. That guy grabbed that for me. Perfect. Let's see what kind of mystery pallets we have. Ooh, I'm seeing a $13,000 mystery pallet, size medium. It's pretty good. I think I'm gonna do it, because I know the mystery of the pallet can be quite lucrative, because you get something random in here. Like you get a speakerphone or stereo set that you actually destroyed earlier. You just get a new one, which is crazy. It's so packed, things are spilling out, which is great. But yeah, this is looking good. Letting my people... Ooh, oh, son of a bitch. Sorry, pardon the French, but that is good money. Oh man. We're taking... Well, those are new. Do I have a damaged one? We're taking a $1,300 item. That's damaged, mind you. Throwing in a circuit that we got from like a mouse and adding an extra close to $1,000 to that price tag. That is money. So this is why I like mystery pallets, because you can get this stuff if you say, oh, and we got a safe. I love it. You can get a safe. I'm sorry. You can get a lot of things. Street Thug game. Is that a game? It is a game. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna set that to AB. We've got that. Oh, Street Thug. Okay. Yeah, the things that you can get here are just so nice. Something like that. Sure, that's an easy fix. This is looking interesting. What's the keyboard worth? 320? How about 350? Yeah, we'll fix that. Sell her up. 280. Easy money. Okay. Consoles and accessories. Okay, we can fix these. That's easy. Okay, for some reason I thought I saw her working on the shelf. I was like, wait, is she fixing things for me? Is she taking my gameplay from me? But no, she was just picking stuff up. It's fine. And do we have a spot for this game deck? I don't think we do. Oh no, we do. Why is this here? Set it underneath this one and set that to A, B, C. And then we're gonna... What's this? What is this? It's not as expensive as it looks, but it's nice. Let's set that to 270. Sure, I will allow that. And I believe this should just be a camera accessory, right? Yeah, photo accessory. Just perfect. Good for our needs. Get this one fixed up and get it off to the shelf. The money's not rolling in as fast as it was when I was offline. Maybe recording's a curse for me. But we're still making moves. You know, we're still making money. It's not a big deal. This is a camera. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is literally just a camera, so it should be able to go up here. It does. Should it go there? Probably not. But does it? Yes. Oh, let's see. More game decks. Can't go wrong there. Did I see one that needed to be fixed? I did. I would have caught that, throwing it up on the shelf, but it is what it is. So that's going up there. I'm not seeing too much cross-contamination going on. I think we're going to have to put up another rack. I think we're going to throw up down another rack there. Let's do that. We got one. And what I'm going to move is I'm going to move these... Get this placed properly. I'm going to move these green guys up here. Like that. And then these blue guys are going to go here. And that'll be that. And I'm going to throw him up there. Perfect. That way, that's all laid out properly. This guy will go with its brethren. Got our console game set up. I have figurines across all these things. Same with the board games. I guess double deck cards don't really need to have their own thing. Tennis balls either. No. Just goes up in the sporting accessories. Not a big deal. We got vacuum cleaners, electric razors. Things are looking good. I'm not going to embarrass myself by sitting here for too long reading this safe. So we'll come back once the safe is cracked, okay? So just give me a minute. Okay, so if I read it correctly, it should be 9256. Heck yeah, and it's a bunch of cash. Let's go. And just stole the fucking safe out of my hand while I was using it. That is classic. This is going up on the shelf. Someone actually bought one, but that's actually really funny that they just stole that from me. But we're gonna break down this. That one's been emptied, which is perfect. The day is almost done. I think we will break up this pallet and we'll do one more look to see what is available for purchase, and then we'll end the day. But yeah, I'm trying to make sure these people didn't sneak anything else off of here. Yeah, they did. Look at this. I will say, I know it would take essentially all the gameplay loop. I know I kind of chastise an employee thinking they did take my job, but like allowing them to fix things for you would actually be a pretty decent change. And then maybe you acting as the inventory shuffler might not be a bad deal to make. But what are your thoughts on that? Would you prefer to just do this constantly? Or would you prefer having someone else do it for you while you focus on the inventory management? Because at some point, like, I guess I could not hire employees. I could do it all. But that would be a little bit, I would say, frustrating. But at the same time, just doing the same thing over and over from a gameplay perspective, while it is fun depending on what you're doing, I'm not saying this isn't fun. I do thoroughly enjoy this game. But it's also kind of, one track of gameplay, especially when you're like recording a video. It's like, oh man, is this really entertaining? I do appreciate the feedback I do get from those of you who leave comments. Let me know what you think about what you're seeing. It does help. I saw someone actually suggested a game called Uptime. It's another game like Data Center, and I'm not gonna lie, I've put like 30 hours into that game in like the last 3 to 4, maybe 5 days. It's pretty new, but it's really scratched that itch of wanting to... It scratches the same itch that Data Center was scratching, but it's in a different way, and I would argue it's a better way. So we'll be making a video on that sometime here soon. It's still getting a lot of updates, so it's kind of hard to really sit down and make a video and be like, yeah, this is reflective of what the experience is like. But once that gets figured out, and once the update schedule slows, I'll be making a video detailing that game, because I think it's interesting, and it does have a demo. Not to get you to play without seeing me play it first, but it is a good game if you're into that sort of experience. But enough about that. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's get into the next day. We were profitable, which is good, and we're going to clear this real quick and get some more pallets going, because we are facing a slight... Okay, Legends of Wadi, Curse of Tahu, Legends of Wadi game. Okay, so that's the game, and then the DLC is above it. That's fine. But yeah, I think we're pretty short on inventory. I mean, we have a lot of things, like a lot of figurines, a lot of games. That's fine, but you know, tools are pretty sparse. See, with the laptops and stuff like that, those have sold pretty well. We got some phones in here and more laptops that need to get put out that our employees are kind of slacking on, which we'll have to address. Let me actually go look at the employee tab. I think we probably have a perk that we could also use while we're here. Let's check that first. I have 3 perks available. Oh man, okay. More employees. We're gonna unlock more employees, because that's perfect. Profits from recycling, that's an option. Baskets, accountant, auto pay my bills, sporting and recreation. Samples, new materials. Okay, we're gonna get profit from recycling. So when I shred things, I get some money out of it. And we're going to do auctions, because you can get some good deals from an auction. So I think that's probably what we're going to do today, is we're going to open up, get our people in. We should probably also check the employee tab after I said that. And, okay, stock the store, stock the store. All right, cool. And we're going to hire more staff. $200 a day is perfectly fine. And their job is... stock the back room. Yeah, I think we'll do that. And this person will be stock the store. Okay, perfect. So that's happening. Let's take a look at the auctions. We have an auction starting at 9 a.m. for audio equipment. It's AB. I think we can do that. I don't think we have audio equipment right now, so this one has started. We're going to try and snipe this at the end. Probably in the last 5 seconds we'll go for it. I am seeing some good stuff. It's chiefly there. So if we can get this boy, I don't know if that's worth that price, but it is large, 40 units. We'll throw a bid on, see what happens. And we got it. Okay, I don't really know if that's a good deal, if I'm being honest with you, but we got it. So we're going to close that. I think we're going to take another look at the next auction. It's a mixed, starting at 2520, 107 units. Oh, it actually shows us what's in it. Yeah, we're gonna bid on this. We're gonna let this one tick down. The price is looking pretty rough, but if nobody else bids, we might be able to snipe this one too for under 10k. Nope, 10.7. Yeah, we're gonna take it. Nope. Okay, another 500 bucks. Screw you, Mary Sue. This is ours. You fucking bitch. You god. Okay, I shouldn't go there. But if she bids us up again, I might back out. Nope, it's ours. Okay. I probably got fleeced there, but you know what? We'll take it. So this is the audio devices. This is the mystery. I think the mystery pallet's going to be... I want to see what I actually paid for here. I do have a lot of good electronics that we can sell. I am most interested in these cameras. If I'm not mistaken, these cameras are worth a pretty penny. I just don't know if I have them. Yes. I don't think there's enough to make this worth the pallet itself, but we can fix these, which would be good. I may have lost money. I think that's the one big danger about auctions, is you can get deals, but you can also get deals and steals from you. But we will see, because right now these all need to be fixed up. That's fine. I have the parts don't cost much, but the big danger is that I ended up overpaying for them, because we have not made our money back from what I'm seeing. You know, me saying that just gave me the thought of playing the Storage Hunter game, because, you know, I'm sure you guys have watched the Storage Wars show, and just the guys going like, yeah, that's like 20 bucks. Yeah, that's 50 bucks. Yeah, that's about 100 bucks. That's $1,000 item right there. just kind of like pulling the prices out of their ass. I just always found that entertaining. It's like, you don't actually know what that's worth. It's like, what are you doing here? So I just find that entertaining. Okay, we got games, and I think replicating that in some form in this, just for the entertainment value of just making up. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's like 30 bucks there. This is, oh man, that's like $400. Oh god, yeah, that's like an extra 300 right there. Broken shavers and all. Oh my god, look at that giant brick of equipment. Oh man, that's probably like $700 just in shavers. Oh, you know, I don't know. I think that's entertaining. Oh, speaking of entertaining, what? Ooh, okay, yeah, but no, I just find that whole loop entertaining, because I don't think they actually, I mean, they're probably not far off on the price that they'd get for it, but it's like, yeah, I found this broken lamp. That's like an easy 20 bucks. It's like, who's going out and buying broken lamps from you? Like, what kind of captured customer base do you have? I find that entertaining, to say the least, that like they just somehow know they're going to get money for their junk. And speaking of money for junk, we're looking good. So I'm gonna slap this down. It doesn't have a home, but it's gonna live here now. That's its home. That's where those are going. Microphones have a home. Damaged microphones have a home. We can fix this guy. He's valuable. It doesn't matter what anybody else says. And these guys are gonna get pulled out at some point. I might see if I can fix these, get them on the shelf. That guy's good. What does this guy need? That guy needs a head as well. We can fix these. That's easy. So I guess that's the problem with telling them to fix or man the shelves, is they take things that I can fix and put them on these shelves, and it kind of confuses me. So I might have to do some limiting here for that, but I won't bore you with doing that here on the video. I'll probably do it either offline or afterwards. Have I ever seen these before? I've not. We'll make that 230. No, 240. No, 2340. I wish. 2,400. That seems fair. Right, and let's fix this up. So apparently a battery-powered speaker. Kind of big for that, but you know, it is what it is. And this guy is also looking pretty good. Okay, so I know my employees have run roughshod on me and stored things where they shouldn't have. That's a problem. We'll have to fix that. I might have to get like boxes like this for them to put things where they need to go. But that's a problem for future me. It's not something we're going to deal with now. But I'll have to keep it in the back of my mind as we move forward. But I'm thinking, we haven't expanded too much, but I don't think we could expand again. Also, what is this? Why is this there? What are you doing to me? All right, that's there. We're going to tear down this box. There may be another auction going on. I'm going to take a peek. Maybe we can sneak it out of someone's hands. Let's take a look. All auctions, there is. It's a size C. Oh, I'm sorry, size S, C class. 2,000. Oh, okay. Yes, we're bidding on this. We're going to buy this. I'm seeing, unless I'm having a complete brain fart, those speakers are not those speakers. Those camera lenses are very valuable. So if my memory is serving me right, those are the $1,000, $2,000 lenses, and I am apt to find out. Finally, our yellow cutters have failed us, so we're upgrading to the nice orange one. And I just want to grab this and take a look. It's 500. That's fine. We will still make money off of this. Not as much as we should, unfortunately. So let me see if there's any cheap items I can grind up. Like, is it those guys I want to grind? Or is it these? Some of these items are just two of those, and I can't remember which. Yes, the mice. The mice are to be ground up. I call it. Throwing out $10 to make 500. Perfect. Only got one circuit, unfortunate. But that's just how the mouse grinds. So that's getting ground up. And apparently these are considered speakers, even though they're audio amplifiers. I'm fine with it, I guess. I guess that works. But yeah, looks like we're sitting pretty good on this here box. So we're okay. So we got figurines. That's fine. We're gonna throw those up on to the shelf, and we're gonna fix these lenses, because that's, I mean, that is literally just paying for the mice that we threw out. I wish I got more of them. I think there's a perk. Let me see if I got another perk point. I can't remember. I did. That is precise utilization. Yes, we're gonna unlock that. That gives you 90% of the components back, which is a little bit weird since most things only have 2. But I should, in theory, then get a battery and a circuit and a battery and 2 circuits. All right, that's a much better return. You know, I'll leave those for sale. Those can go on sale as well. And we will, the swimming equipment, doesn't really matter. We're grinding these up because there's nothing in them. And what's nice, though, with this perk is I actually get, 25 cents or 50 cents per one of these that I grind. And I don't know if there's another one sitting here, but if I was to fix them, they'd probably cost me money. And I'm getting essentially what they would have sold for destroying them without having them tie up shelf space. I think these things also fall into that category. I think throwing in a battery and a wire to fix this is not a worthwhile endeavor, personally. These guys, $2.40. It probably damages my reputation, but can't fix them. I guess I could grind them. Let's see if I grind one and see what I get. Okay, yeah, we got 20 cents. I think those are worth selling. Like, I can use anything else in them for parts. Grind those up. $2.40. That's practically what they would have sold for broken. We can fix these bad boys. This is a good fix. We may have to get a component pallet here shortly, because things are looking kind of thin in critical areas of the component world. Not anything that we're too concerned about yet, but like the lack of an antenna that I'm seeing is a problem. A problem we can fix, mind you, but a problem nonetheless. So you can fix that guy. Last one we could fix, probably. And this guy is going there, can't be fixed, and you can't be fixed. So that's not good. But we can fix this one, so let's do that. We can't fix any more of these, so we're going to throw them up on the shelf. And I might actually turn off employees stock the back rooms and just let people stock the front, because I don't really like them taking things from me and putting them on these shelves and then me being like, man, what do I have to sell? Because they took things that I could fix and effectively hid them from me. So we'll be fixing that. What's this? Oh, the Kiwi blue. Okay, needs batteries. Unfortunate, but manageable. I think we can fix this bad boy. So that's good. He's good to go. Put this out on the shelf for you. Bam. All right, and those are these swim goggles. They're worth more out here than they are in the grinder. So we'll throw them up there. I don't know why anyone would buy them, but once again, we do have a no returns, no refunds policy. So if anybody does decide to buy them, that is buyer beware at its most literal sense. You should beware my store. But for those who are brave enough to come in, because, you are brave enough. You can find deals here, but this is definitely not one of them. This is actually an active liability for the store for me to be selling that. But, hey, you risk, no reward, as they say. Because if I didn't risk it, I wouldn't be making $2.40 per item. And failure to make profit is an insult to everybody involved, including those who are actively being harmed. Okay. The rest of this, though, I might need another shelf in here to... I'm going to say something crazy. I might start grinding some devices just so I can get other things fixed. I don't know if that's a good idea. Like, I have a lot of phones that are just sitting here doing nothing that I could probably use to fix more expensive phones. Maybe I am starting to understand other content creators who do destroy these things. But let me see if there's a component pallet I can buy. And there is, so we're gonna buy that before I start eating my own words on what I want to do here. So maybe if I can't fix it from this pallet, I'll sell it. Or not sell it, grind it up. I think that's probably a fair path. So I can free up some space. Because there are some cheap items in here that are not worth fixing that I do just need to, you know, bite the bullet on and just toss. But I really don't want to if I don't have to. That makes, this is going in the trash. $3 for some paper, that's good. Gather all that up, dump this and open it, get more. I think the other thing that I don't like is I get a lot of components I don't need. I'm seeing a lot of like heater and like electromagnetic things, and it's like, okay, that's cool. It's nice if I have a bunch of water heaters coming in, but that does not allow me to fix a smartphone, which is the thing I would like to fix. Like, I guess I can do this one now. That's fine. But you see the, okay, I got 11 antennas, but I only got 2 network cards, which is unfortunate. So those are going to be consumed pretty quick. But then I think this guy needs a network card. I don't, yeah, we're going to do it. Why not? Those guys are good. Let's see, what else can I fix? What's this guy need? I think this guy's pretty cheap. I don't think he's worth putting an antenna in, but we did it anyways. This guy is, that's a cheap fix. Adding that to the roster. Same with this guy who needs just a cable. All right, I'm gonna start working on clearing this out, and then whatever I don't fix, I'll come back and I'll grind it in front of you. So we'll be right back. Okay, so that took longer than I thought it would take, but this is the pile. It's kind of hidden behind all the angle grinders, but there's a lot of stuff stacked here. I have designated that I'm going to be keeping these laptops and everything on the top shelf. All of these phones and this like game kit are going to be ground. I might try to save some of them as I get more components available, but for the most part, those things are added to the pile. They're sacrificial to me. I'm not too worried about those phones. I think we have enough stuff stacked up that we are essentially sitting on this very small fortune. Without further ado, let's gather some of these and just feed them in and make some money. Especially these little LCD, or not LCD, USB drives. Those are very expendable to me. This guy needs to be ground up. Some of these have batteries, which is good. I think we'll kill these ones, and then we'll wait for this to finish and see if we can... Oh, actually, we can already fix a couple. So, bam, look at that. Actually, these aren't even the ones I wanted to fix first. Let's fix this guy. If you'll notice, I actually moved my repair bench. That's because this is going to shock you. I accidentally picked it up, and it moved. And I couldn't put it back because the pile was so big. We had to move it, which is fine. This is an acceptable outcome, but it's throwing me for a loop. So whenever I want to go fix something, I go running over to this corner, and I just end up getting round. So other than that barrier, looks like we're sitting pretty on some good money making. So I'm glad I'm doing this. It's unfortunate that I had to destroy some phones, but you figure, you do the math. I'm turning a $200 broken phone now into a $1,000 fixed one. That's pretty good. So if I'm taking a $400 phone and grinding it, I'm making more money off of this item than I was with that one. Now, I don't think that's a good idea for everything, because if I buy a $10,000 pallet and it has 5 of those and then like 20 of these, and I grind them all so I can fix the expensive phone, I effectively lost money on that. But oh, it's not fixed. Let's not grab those. But for what we have now, with how much churn we have, if you will, with equipment, I think we're pretty good with it. So let's keep adding to the pile, and then I think once we're done with this repair flurry, I think we're going to call it a day. But I don't want to commit to that just yet, but that's where we're headed. So just for awareness, grinding that. I did not mean to grind. No, we'll grind them all. Fuck it. This guy gets an antenna. He's a $700 phone now. I kind of regret grinding those, so I think we're going to hold on to this last one. And then these guys are still not fixable, except for this one. So we're going to pop an antenna in him, add him to the pile, and the rest of you are getting ground up. You guys still can't be fixed. That's fine. But yeah, I don't know if we really truly got to our ideal goal of getting things assigned here, but we really haven't gotten too many items either. We're already sitting pretty with what we have. So I think we're good to call it here. So I want to thank all of you for stopping by. on your way out, if you could drop me a sub, I would appreciate it. Drop a like, leave a comment, let me know what you think of the game. Let you know what you've noticed, either if you've been watching a few of my episodes, how you think I've improved or regressed. If there's any other games you'd like to see me play, or any other feedback or commentary you want to make, I welcome it. Please, I do read my comments, so I enjoy getting them. It adds to my day to see someone had something to say about what I've done. But until then, until I see you next time, take care of yourself, take care of those around you, and I'm out. Take care.